Ladies and gentlemen, this super middleweight bare knuckle bout is scheduled for 5 3-minute rounds and is presented by Picked Cherries. Let's meet the fighters. First, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall. He weighed in at 163.2 pounds. He comes to us with an undefeated bare knuckle record of 1 win, 0 losses. And he fights out of Beeville, Texas, USA, introducing Robert Serna. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall. He weighed in at 160 pounds. He holds a bare knuckle record of 1 win, 1 loss, and he fights out of Croydon, England, introducing Jack the Athenian McLean. Our referee in charge, Wayne Spinola.
Two very elastic, wiry fighters.
Here we go. Robert Serna, Jack McLean.
Both guys going at it.
Yeah.
Right away.
McLean whipping shots from the outside.
And McLean fights a little bit awkward.
Yep.
And he does not like southpaws. As Claudia pointed out, he said he hates fighting against southpaws. Serna, this southpaw, black, metallic, silver gladiator trunks.
Yeah, oh, nice shot there by Serna. Nice shot.
Yeah, he took a right hand and then he was wobbled and then he took that dessert.
No knockdown called by the ref.
Nope. Serna looking to make quick work with Jack McLean here, man.
Yeah.
One thing about Serna, he's a durable guy. That fight with Fonda, man, he did not start well for him, but he stuck it out in true Mexican fighter fashion. Speaking of warriors, we're talking about, you know, the Athenian and the Roman influence on McLean, but Serna has that Mexican influence, and trust me, he lives up to it. When you see his fight with Matias Fonda, you'll know all about it.
Oof. Robert Serna said when he made the transition to bare knuckle, at first his wife Tiffany said no.
Yeah.
Pretty sure she's still no, but he's here doing it, enjoying.
McLean now turning southpaw himself.
Ooh,
Takes
yes.
a big right hook and then a headbutt to follow the right hook.
This one's scheduled for 5.
You mentioned his wife not digging bare knuckle. You know, family, friends, they don't always necessarily understand a love of combat. It's a very unique thing, but over time they get used to the fact that it's just who you are. It's something you need to do. You know, he fires from distance, does McLean. He really, but he gets deep in with these shots, but then he's overextended ever so slightly.
Oh, yeah, and it's hard to tell you, it's hard to judge range with McLean because he jumps in, he jumps out. It's a little bit of an awkward guy. It takes some patience to deal with him.
Yeah.
I think Serna's being the more effective guy, but I think there's also a frustration factor in dealing with McLean.
Really interesting to say patience. It's not actually something you think about a lot of the time, but you're absolutely right. Like, if you aren't relaxed and just waiting for it, reading it all right, and you start rushing it, you get hit with one of these big whipping shots from McLean.
Yeah, because he reacts jumping all the way in, jumping all the way out, so you could be either way, you know? There's also a headbutt start, especially with lefties versus righties.
There's another, yeah.
Oh, nice hook there by Serna. He's got the better fundamentals, and on the inside, they'll work for him better. It's more difficult to be awkward once you're on the inside. From the outside, you can be awkward, but from the inside, that's where Serna probably has all the advantages as the awkwardness goes out the window.
Yeah, all the elbows, they're all elbows on the inside, and Serna's a little crisper in there.
McLean, a big Jackie Chan fan as a kid. His actual first martial art discipline was Japanese jiu-jitsu, and then he said it didn't work for those after-school fights. So at age 16, he started kickboxing.
Bare Knuckle Boxing is proud to announce the Tampa, Florida Flyaway Giveaway Contest. Come join us in person for an all-expense-paid trip to Tampa, Florida for our next BYB Extreme fight on November 19th. Brought to you by Picked Cherries. Share podcasts like never before. Visit pickedcherries.com/BYB Extreme to download the free Picked Cherries mobile app. To enter, to win, no purchase necessary. Brought to you by Picked Cherries. Share podcasts like never before.
Robert Serna, 50 amateur bouts, as I mentioned. Says his father is his truest leader and greatest influence. And he wants to make a name here in BYB. And so far, so good with the fight of the night in his debut and a good start against Jack McLean.
Yeah, watch how far Jack will throw from. Yeah. See, he's way on the outside, but he'll get to you.
Round number 2.
Serna controlling inside the bicep.
Yeah, doing a great job.
Yeah, Serna's good body shot. There's the
Huge body shot.
And that's what Claudia said, that left to the body.
But what is it?
Poison arrow.
Poison arrow.
The arrow hurts, but it is the poison that kills you.
That's it.
And we can see him from
It
right
is
here.
all over, just like that. The poison arrow of Robin Black, thrown by Robert Serna.
He's still down. And what we mean by that is you see the pain and you think the pain is the cause, but the pain is incidental to the body shutdown. They're happening simultaneously, but they're correlated, not causation. It's correlation, not causation. He's not down because he's hurt. He's down and he's hurt.
And I'll tell you, I got stopped with a body shot my last career professional boxing match. It's just a shot where it doesn't hit you for like a half second.
Yeah.
But when you take the shot, you know it's coming, and then when that half second passes, it's just misery and agony. You can see it on the face of McLean.
Goldie mentioned Mark Hominick earlier when we saw the hematoma. When I trained with Mark Hominick, he used to knock me out with body shots almost every week. And it is vicious. And you're right, that delay is the body responding, right? So it hurts and you get shut down.
It's
poison arrow,
almost
baby.
an aftershock.
Yeah, it takes a moment for your body to experience it.
If I could describe it for anybody that hasn't felt it, it feels like somebody took your liver and strained it like a sponge. You know, just to add to the poison arrow analogy of Robin Black.
You're wringing the
now you got
liver.
a fractured rib on both sides.
Yeah, and sometimes you'll hear the sound, like it'll be like, oh, like you hear that sound. That's your diaphragm emptying. It's involuntarily emptying, and then you can't breathe as well. So it is biological. It's not it hurts and you're down. Biologically, you cannot move.
Yeah, paralyzing.
And in our main event too, that is something that Seth does as well. So.
Very, very well.
And as bare knuckle boxing, as BYB becomes more and more evolved in its modern incarnation, you will see more and more body shots because those small bones can get deeper inside the body, as awful as that sounds, than the gloves.
And Mexican fighters, they're going to go to the body whether they're wearing gloves or not, because that's just what they do.
Yeah.
They're born going to the body. So another great performance by Robert Serna. Comes here to London, moves to 2-0 inside the Trigon.
Yeah, he really, some people that do other fighting dip their toe in bare knuckle, and then some of them you're just like, oh, they've been waiting their whole life for this. He seems like one of those guys.
Yeah.
Big Mo.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Wayne Spinola calls a stop to this contest at 33 seconds of the second round, declaring your winner by knockout, Robert Serna.